Howdy, I'm Northern Dice and I'm going to be unboxing the Kickstarter edition of Windward by Eldorado Games. Now this is my friend's copy, much like with Root. He purchased it on Kickstarter before I could, but it is one that I did a little bit of background research on. From what I can make out, you are all sky pirates and you are hunting giant beasts called leviathans, but of course there's going to be a lot more to it than that. So let's just have a look at the start here on the back. Immerse yourself in a world of valour, innovation, cunning and strategy on your journey to master the skies. On the gaseous planet of Celos, valuable gas keeps everything afloat in the skies. Without it, the city and its citizens would plummet into the scalding hot core of the planet. Sounds like a nice holiday vacation. The only usable source of this gas is found within cresters, the monstrous flying beasts that control the skies of Celos. As the captain of your ship, you must hunt these vicious cresters to bring gas back to the city. So they're described as vicious, which makes it seem a little bit more like you are trying to do something noble other than hunt some, majestic sky beasts. So this has already been opened because it is my friend's copy and he was more than excited to get into this, but he has given us the honour at first looks, really. So we've got the rules to kick off. Very pictorial from the look of it. Setup. Doesn't look that unfriendly, to be fair. Okay, that looks quite scary. I guess it's all just more... Oh, you can do cooperative, you don't have to go competitive, and solo adventure. It's more about the gameplay than it is about the pictures, but for me, I always like a couple of pictorial demonstrations of how things should look and be set up. And then we have an explanation of how things should be connected. Very cool. And then, ooh, hello. Let's start with this. Interestingly, we have a bag for our punch boards. Not often I ever see that. That might be just because of the publisher there. How weird. So we have got different workers, some symbols, some crests. I'm going to have a guess at those are for the individual players. These are slightly different colours as well, and they're actually falling out. I'll give you a close look at that punch board. It feels quite nice. I like the finish on it. Oh, it's double-sided as well. So you've got the purser and the gas worker. Very cool. Move that out of the way. And then, of course, we have more punch boards. Very handy. Keep those to one side. I'm not going to punch anything. I hate punching. But this, however, I am going to have a quick sneak peek at. Give me a mo. Okay. Here are the giant pizza slice game board components. Double-sided, but it means the game is modular, and I love these. Look at that and how that just quickly connects into itself. I think they are gorgeous, and the illustration on them is fantastic. And the fact that they just sit on top inside there means that there is no fold-out board. Thinking about that though, it does mean this is going to be quite a sizable board, which means that there's going to be table constraint. But I feel like I'm just picking negatives there. I do love the look of this. Put that out of the way, let's keep going, let's keep delving. This is one with a sticky bit on the back. Something sticky on the back of that one. They're not double-sided at least, that is just a bit on the back. This appears to be a player board. Not sure what that is for. Ooh, we'll have a look at those in a moment. They look very pretty. And then we've got another bag for some more things. It must be a publisher side thing with that. Got them in all the colours. Stick to red. No reason why. And we've got quite a... Actually, it's quite an easy way. I'm trying to say, quite easy to understand player board. Cargo, base strength, your base stuff. One worker could be one of those, which explains why they're double-sided. It's not like you can flip them over halfway through. At port, at sky, longboats. Are these double-sided? No, but just interestingly, is the artwork. The artwork is different for each one. That's quite nice. That's a lovely little touch there. Again, these feel very sturdy, very nice finish to them. I'm quite impressed with those as well. This could just be the main base of the city that's on the planet. This could just be like the trading port for that. Right, where do we start? Let's go for this. This is incredibly lightweight, but look at that. I think that's gorgeous. And it just sits like that with its, you know, translucent base. Does make it look like it's flying. That's going to have some really lovely tail presence. And this is almost like a felt. Almost like it's going to protect it a little bit. Was that way? Was it that way? I might have to look back in the video to see that. It will fit back in. There we go. There we go. Then we've got some more little ships, which explains why there were more longbow elements on there, because it's not just one ship you'll have, you are going to deploy more ships. I'm not going to get these out of the bag yet, as I don't feel like I need to get everything out. But those are just solid pieces of plastic ships on little bases, which is still nice. We've got some more bases there, which I'm going to assume associate to these. I will crack these open. So these are the Crater Boys. Focusing on his face. Nah, it's not going to do it. But they're really, really, really well finished as well. Almost see little scales on them. So there's a red one, and there's a white one. And they're actually identifiable in more than one way. So there's also, from what I've just noticed, the red ones are slightly bigger, but also, I don't know if they've done it for the colourblind element or whether it was just coincidence, but the white ones curl upwards and the red ones curl downwards, which I think is a very sensible touch. What else we got? We've got some of these, possibly for different game modes. We've got some of these. Actual little creature in there as well. Ugh. Not sure if they're resources or not, but I've not seen much beyond the punch boards. Got dice, which are engraved. Results are 1, 2 and 3. I'm assuming this is just a regular D6. Yep. Then we've got this. Which has come off of its base, but that's fine, because these are meant to come apart. And this is the city, I'm going to hazard a guess at. That'll just sit on your table like that. It's got a different colour underside. Got a bit of a, is that a bit of a wobble to it? It doesn't seem too bad. Bit of hot water will sort that out. But then that has also got something in the top of it, so does it go that way really? Ooh, who knows? I'm sure that has purpose beyond that as well. And finally we have a deck of, oh no, not finally, we've got some hidden boys. What we got here? I'll get the yellow ones out for this. 2 little player statuette tokens. Not sure what they're for. If you haven't guessed, this one is half blind, if not mostly entirely blind. By the time my friend had backed this, I had only just read the introduction, so it was one of those, I will leave you to it. This is going to be your excitement. I'm not going to be the one preaching to you about, have you seen? I'd like you to tell me the exciting bits. And he did, but my memory does not serve. So here is the deck of cards. Just a standard deck of cards. Right, so we've got aero generator. Roll for a new wind direction. Coffee, +1 action. Got a tea on the side actually, I should really drink that. Fuel, +1 ship speed. Just cards to be able to use, and then different things you can do, how battles work, references, and the white crest I'm guessing is the massive unit that was in the other bag. Awesome. So that's Windward. Really impressed with component quality above all. The rules looked a bit of a mess just from an outset, but I'll give those a read in a moment. Bit of a waste on plastic in my opinion, not for any of this, but for like these. I mean, I don't feel like anything needed to be kept Shire sealed or completely fresh. It's not like they're going to go out of date or anything, but that's probably just a publisher choice rather than a designer choice. Either way, I'm excited to get this to the table and get it back to my friend as quick as I can so we can play it. But thank you ever so much for sticking around. I'll catch you next time.